when are you going to do an operating system series? Are you avoiding it because it's too hard for you? It's not really too hard for me. It's because it's a one session stream. And in a sense that I'm gonna do one operating system development stream, right? Everyone is going to be watching that. It's probably going to be, it's going to have over 1,000 concurrent views. It's going to have a lot of views on YouTube. It's going to be a huge fucking success. But developing and actually working operating system, even the simplest one, is a lot of work. Is an insane amount of work. Everyone is going to watch first episode, and 0 people are going to be watching the second episode, and the third episode, and fourth episode, and so on and so forth. So it's just not worth it. So, like, if I'm gonna do an operating system development stream, it has to be very small scope that is doable within a single stream, but also complex enough so I can say, here you go, I did an operating system stream. So it has to be something like that. And in fact, like I already have done something like that, which is a PinPog, right? If you're interested in like operating system like stuff that I did, I made PinPog, right? On the topic of whether it's too difficult for me, I made PinPog, right? So which is basically a game that fits into 512 bytes bootloader and works in 16-bit real mode on IBM PC without any operating system. So it is a small operating system that fits into the bootloader. It is by itself a bootloader and an operating system. I made that. So it's not that difficult. It's more like, I can do that. You all motherfuckers gonna come for the first episode for a meme, and then none of you motherfuckers are gonna watch that. I've been doing it for so long, I know exactly how it's gonna go. I know exactly how it's gonna go, and that's why I'm not doing it until I come up with an interesting topic that is just like complex enough and also fits in the stream. Like there's a lot of parameters, a lot of variables. I'll watch it because all of you are nerds, but majority of people are not nerds. So too bad. So though I've got an idea. I've got a fucking idea. What if we can try to run Mu.js in a kernel mode? Holy shit. Okay, here is the plan. Let's make a kernel that embeds this into embeds this interpreter. JS kernel, exactly. Embeds this interpreter, and you load it up, and it goes into the prompt, and you can write JS, right? That sounds like a pretty cool topic. And so this thing is simple enough to the point that I think it is self-contained. You can make it self-contained. It is not self-contained right now, but I feel like you can make it self-contained. So when you can make a kernel out of it. All right, thank you for this bits. Right, so you gave me an idea. So I'll think about that. That sounds like the topic that is perfect for the operating system development stream. You know what I'm saying? I think that, yeah, it's kind of perfect. Maybe it's not going to be a single day, right? So maybe 3 days, like with FFmpeg, right? But then I can continue it to a single video and just like upload it. Something like this, right? So is that a Andreas Kling playlist? OS Devil. So here is the low-level Devil, OS development using kernel part 1. Yeah, so part 1 is 46Ks, but how much is the second part, and so on and so forth. So, anyways, so I hope I answered this question. And I kind of like the idea of like moving this thing to kernel mode. Yeah. So making it like self-contained thing. We'll think. So. Part 2 is 7K, so yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, I know how it works. So it's not, honestly, if this was not my like main job and I could do that as a hobby, I would definitely do like a long operating system development streams. I would definitely do that. But it is what it is. Anyways, 46K, yeah, exactly. So that's kind of the flaw of the tech content, of like real tech content that we are doing. Not the fake tech content, which is real tech content where taka 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 taka, you know? Not taka taka taka. Right. So, and this is like the real limitation, is just like it's kind of difficult to make it truly engaging, right? So, and if you're going to be going into this taka taka content, not na content, taka taka content, you have to be fully aware of that. You have to be fully aware of that. So, but anyways,